Hey collective, and welcome into my channel. I hope you are all well and having a good day wherever and whatever time you are joining me and come across this reading. We are going to take a look today at what's going on with you and your person. We're going to take a look at you individually, and then we're going to look at some guidance, some shared guidance regarding the current situation. So I've already pulled the cards. We're going to be looking at the energies around any guidance from higher self, from spirit, and really just see where the reading takes us and where we're drawn to go. We will pull some tarot, but let's get straight into it. Any information that you need about me, guys, you can find in the description box below. So that's the housekeeping done. I'm sending you all lots of love, light, and positivity today. So first of all, let's get the cards out. Let's look at the current energies surrounding. We'll do you first, and then we'll look at your person. So the first card we have coming out for you, which is the current, the truth of the current situation, and your spiritual animal, spirit animal, is snake spirit. Time to heal, number 55. Current energy surrounding you at the moment is the third chakra, Archangel Shamiel, number 37. Any guidance from higher self? We've got patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And guidance from spirit. You have it's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, and repetition. And then over on your person's side, the truth of the current situation and their spirit animal, the card drawn for them was the giraffe spirit. See the bigger picture, number 29. Current energy around this situation is number 2, journey. Guidance from higher self for your person is change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And guidance from spirit is changed in the night. You have changed quickly. So your person is going through some growth and transformation at the moment. Just going to push those up just a touch. Hopefully you can see these quite clearly. If there's any glare, I apologise. I'm working on that. It's normally on the shiny silver cards. And then let's take a look at any shared guidance. Okay, so shared energy at the moment. We've got physical pain and emotional pain, number 35. And then I pulled some cards from the Romance Oracle, the Lovers Oracle. So let's see what the messages are here. And this is shared energy, okay? Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. And I feel like that with the patience card here is a message for you. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And then finally, we have the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available for you, available to you. Follow it with faith. So there's some emotional pain here alongside physical, and we know, as we know, that emotional pain can feel very physical when we're going through it. I feel like you are not in contact at the moment with this person. With just the feeling that I'm getting from your person is going some kind of transformation, some change here. We've got 2 cards, well 3 with the journey, about change and evolving. And then over here we've got the snake spirit, time to heal, third chakra, Archangel Michael. and the patient. I accept. So maybe you have been trying to force this relationship and you are going through your own transformation at the moment. I feel as though you have been pushing and the expectation that about the desire. I feel it, that the energy that I'm picking up is that you very much feel that this relationship should be further along. Your person's not quite there yet, but they are going through this evolution, evolving, growing. I'm seeing the Hermit as I'm looking over here at your person's side. And the card that I'm being drawn to, there's two that are coming to mind, which is the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So we'll see. But let's just have a look at what messages we get with the energies we've currently got out. So let's look at you first and look at Snake Spirit. Time to heal. And that is number 55. And we're going to, for these, we're going to concentrate on the protection message is what I'm being drawn to, and not the oracle message. So the protection message for the Snake Spirit is, no matter how much you may have lost or how you've been disappointed, you were called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others. So, yeah, something has definitely happened here. You, again, that Nine of Swords, you could be sitting in a state of anxiety at the moment. I do feel like there is no contact here. And this is about releasing what's happened and moving forward. So let's just take a look at the Giraffe Spirit for your person. See the bigger picture, which is number 29. And again, we're going to take the protection message. Are you sticking your neck out too far, reaching too high instead of looking around you to see conditions on the ground? Your devotion to co-creating something new is admirable, but Giraffe Spirit is showing up to remind you that you have to look at the whole picture, not just those tasty leaves at the top of the tree. Perspective is necessary now, and that means checking in with what is going on around you and at your feet. Or perhaps you are ruminating over the worries of the world instead of paying attention to what you can do right now, where you are, to bring about the changes you would like to see. Align with your highest good and know that while perspective is important, transformation begins where you are. Do not get so far up in the clouds thinking about all the big problems that you lose perspective and forget to do your part, however small it may be. To start enacting change, for transformation begins with you. So I think your person has had their head in the clouds. And I just heard not treating you right. And I feel like what I'm feeling is this person has come towards you with big dreams, big possibilities, but hasn't been following through. And their message is they need to become more grounded, you know, get their head out of the clouds. And I feel that your message here is it's time to release and time to heal. You could very much just be sitting very much still in this, you know, emotional, physical pain. I don't feel like your person is quite there. I feel like they are quite delusional is what I'm hearing at the moment. Notions of grandeur. As I say, this person could have been coming at you in a manner of gaslighting, but I don't feel like this has been intentional. So I don't really want to say that this person has been gaslighting you. I do feel like the connection was there. However, I feel like this has brought out some inner woundings, or brought up some inner woundings for you that spirit wants you to look at and just see what what I'm hearing is that you have been allowing this to come in, this grandeur, this talk of big changes, big things happening. You could be working through those inner wounds yourself, and I feel like that's where you are. But you feel as though, whoever you are, you feel as though you've put in the work, you've been doing the healing, but it's not happening quick enough, and spirit wants you to relax, ground yourself, be patient, because the healing comes with time. If you're still feeling this emotional, physical pain, there's something within self that you need to work through and heal that is separate from, you know, whatever this is. It's been triggered by the actions of this person. So this could have been a past situation, that a traumatic situation that you've been in before, and that's why it's triggering these emotions, because you didn't heal from this type of wounding in the past. And it's here we've got, it's time to, it's always tea time, but we have repetition here and endless memories, and sort of I'm seeing a loop going round and round and round, and I feel that's where you are, that there's some inner work that you need to do here, that this is the energy that is surrounding you. The message from spirit is to be patient, but be patient with yourself, to really do the inner work and look at what is triggering you to feel the emotions that are coming up. Spirit wants you to work at releasing. So, you know, you could do a cord cutting ceremony to, you know, release yourself from this person. But what spirit wants you to understand is, once you release this, there are new past possibilities and a new path coming towards you. Now, I don't see if that includes this person. I do feel like this person, again, needs to ground themselves and come out of this dreamer energy I'm hearing, this delusion. I almost feel as though this person has been living this relationship more in their head than physically. So again, that sort of gaslighting feeling of coming in with plans, promises, but not really delivering for you. Okay. And this person is going through some changes. We will take a look at whether, I want to have a look at the current energy which on your person, which is number 2, the journey. And this card represents movement, relocation, travel. And it's all about a shift in your location. So your person, this could be a shift in their spiritual location, where they actually sit on their spiritual journey. But they could be taking time out, you know, maybe they are looking at getting away for a few days, you know, to really start grounding themselves and give themselves space. They could be relocating for work. This could be where the distance is now. Maybe this, for some of you, this person is moving, coming to with you with all these plans, but there's no action behind it, or you've come to an understanding between you that this relationship needs to come to a end, and you are both in this energy of releasing and embracing the new adventures that are coming your way. But this is all about, you know, your person understanding that they do have some new exciting journeys ahead of them. I do feel like there's either distance between you. This is recent distance with the journey being here, change. Maybe this person is moving for work and you have decided that it is time to call a close on the relationship. Okay, what I want to have a look at is, I just want to have a look and get, I'm going to get some tarot first. I'm going to get some tarot first. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Star, Justice, and another card on healing. So you could be feeling a little stuck at the moment. As I say, I don't feel like you are in contact. You could have agreed to bring this relationship to a close due to, you know, the difficulty and the reality of keeping this relationship going. And maybe this is where this person has their head in the clouds. They, you know, want to keep this relationship going, but you're more grounded over here and, you know, decided that it's not for you. We'll see. But I want to have a look at just how your person is seeing you at the moment and how you're feeling, how they think you're feeling about this situation. Okay, so let's take a look at how the viewer's person sees the viewer and how they feel about this current situation. So tell me about the viewer's person, how they are seeing the viewer and how the viewer is feeling about this. And we've got the Hangman, didn't want to come out. So this person may be feeling that you're coming round to the idea with that, or it could be that you're just stuck at a standstill. So we've got the Page of Swords, the 10, and the Hierophant. Okay, so your person feels like you are going to come towards them once you learn about this offer, what it involves, and that you are feeling that this situation could be, you know, ending marriage and fulfillment and wish fulfillment. So I do feel like there's some cross wires here. If you have walked away from this relationship, this may be where this person is sat a little bit delusional. And again, I'm using that job and moving as an example. Okay, your situation could be different. I'm just using that for an example for the reading today. But this person does feel like you are going to approach them, or you're seeing this as this could be a gift. Maybe you have said this is what you would want. Maybe you voiced that if this was to happen, you want a higher commitment, you want family, you want that, you know, the whole shebang, you want wish fulfillment. And there's that Hangman again. This person feels like you're going to come around to this situation, or indeed maybe take some time to think about how you have expressed yourself to your person and the way that you know, this could be an opportunity for them to become a leader of sorts in their field. That was the Five of Cups. So I want to have a look at what their intentions towards you are. What is the viewer's person's intentions toward? What's their intentions towards the viewer? Okay. This person wants to stop any conflict, any confusion here, to any conflict, any competition. This person wants to come in and heal this situation with you, and come in with a practical plan on where you, how you can move forward. I feel like this person is just looking at, which is great, okay? This person is looking at the future, looking at what you could have. This person is feeling, this is where the delusion is coming in, I feel, that whatever this situation is, that you are going to come around. You are going to see this or see them in this situation as that wish fulfillment, that real just family life, having it all. As I say, marriage, what their intentions towards you is to end any conflict, any quarreling between you, take out any competition, I'm hearing, and come towards you with a love offer, and to heal this connection with you. As I say, I feel like you're not in contact at the moment. But I do feel like the message here from Spirit for your person is that they need to come in with a practical, they need to be looking at the bigger picture and not just looking at it, but looking at it from ground level, how this impacts your life, what these changes will mean to you. So tell me about their future actions towards the collective. Let me just move these up. I'm hoping you can see them and that the glare is not too bad. I'll read, look, watch and make any changes. I'm just trying to get it in a position where I don't have to keep moving it around. So what are their future actions towards the viewer, please? Future actions towards the viewer. This person wants to come in and bring stability from, they, take this relationship from feeling, left out in the cold, and bring balance back to this relationship with you. One more card, please. And the Tower. So they could come in suddenly. So be prepared. And we've got the Devil. This person may come in and try and guilt trip you, collective. Communicate that, they would be in regret if they took this journey. And so they, they intend to not make the move without you. Take that as it resonates, okay? But that could be all around about that. But they are going to come in. They want to come off the block list as such and bring some stability. They want to celebrate this news with you and this movement with you and bring balance to this. And this, they could come in, this could happen quite suddenly, okay? So with that in mind, I just want to I'm just going to move up these cards up. So, and just to make some room here, okay? So just looking at how they see you and how they think you see this situation, with us getting the, the tens, the Hierophant, and then their intentions towards you. This person with this five of with this Five of Wands here. I'm going to put the Eight of Wands on top of that just because of the imagery. I'm not sure about YouTube. So they do know that there's conflict. They do know that they have to overcome, the conflict between you, any competition. They do want to come in with this, offer of love and offer of healing this situation. And they do want to come in with a practical offer. That's what their intentions are. And their actions are to come in. You see, with the Four of Wands, for me, this is about stability, celebrations, unions with the Two and the Two. So they do want to come in and bring stability to this, as I say, with that practical offer. They are sat in Knight energy. So they're not feeling overly confident about the situation. But they definitely want to come in from this state of feeling the grief and loss of you, and being, as I say, sort of on the block list or just not in contact, and bring about this balance for you. They may rush this, and this is why we had patience on your side. It could be, if they put in the work and they're really looking at things from the bigger perspective, and from your perspective is what I'm hearing about what they need to do, then this Tower moment could quite represent them coming in, to sweep you off your feet as such, and bring you on. But what I want to have a look at is, where do I want to go? First of all, before we go anywhere else, I want to have a look at what it is that you need to focus on. Oh no, I'm going to go to the same questions but for you, okay, so we can compare. So again, I'm going to redo the cards because I want to put these on your person's side now, and just bring them down here. I will need to tidy them up. I can't have it looking as messy as it is, but let's just get this across here. I'm hoping you can still... I'm hoping they're still in shot, guys. Forgive me if they're not. Okay, so we're going to just ask the same questions, but for you. That should also bring some further clarity to this being your reading, collective. So we're going to use the Mermaid Tarot for your side. So please tell me how the viewer is currently seeing this situation and how they feel about it. How is the viewer seeing this situation? We've got the Moon, so you're unsure about it, that's for sure. How is the viewer seeing this, seeing and feeling about this situation, please and thank you. How is the viewer feeling, seeing and feeling this situation? 4 cards, please. How is the viewer seeing and feeling about this situation? So straight away we have that 2 of Swords. We've got the 6 of Pentacles coming out. How is the viewer seeing and feeling about this situation? And there's that Hangman again, and the Temperance. So for you, we got the 2 of Swords. We got the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups and the Hangman. So the beginning and the end of your cards, you've got the 2 of the Swords and the Hangman. So that feeling of sort of being stuck at a standstill, we can see in this card, the Hangman is the mermaid trapped in the net. I do feel like you want to give to this celebration, that you want to be part of it, but it needs to be this equal give and take. And although you may be in no contact, I do feel with this Two of Swords that you are open to communication. And this may be what the divine is saying to you. Have this patience. While you're being patient, you have things that you need. Why is this triggering you? Have a look at why these emotions are coming up when this person is discussing this situation with you. I do feel like you see, as I say, you're feeling quite trapped and stuck, and I feel like this is what you need to do the self-reflection on and the inner work. Why is this making you feel trapped? Maybe it's because this move will put you in a position where you're dependent on another person. Maybe you are someone who, I'm hearing, hyper independent. And this will maybe put you in a position where you're going to have to be reliant, maybe for a short space of time, on somebody else, with someone else. But with the Temperance here, again, I do feel like you want to work through this. You want to, and this is where Spirit is saying, you know, that have patience. Maybe this is what you are saying. I'm feeling, and I just in my head, her earth sign. So you could be someone who's very grounded. You know, you like to see the documentation. You want to know what you're getting into. And maybe the difference here is this person is coming to you and it all sounds very grandeur and, you know, like a dream come true. And maybe it's coming across as being too good to be true. And this is where this person, Spirit is guiding this person to start to look at things from your perspective and what you would need to feel comfortable in you know, moving forward in this situation with this person. So what are the viewer's intentions towards this situation? Viewers' intentions towards this situation. Viewer's intention towards this situation, please. Oh, we've got the Two of Cups. Interesting. We have the Four of Cups. So whoever you are considering this death of rebirth. I feel like you are sat feeling like this could be a missed opportunity if you don't, if the missed opportunity, if this does come to an end with the death card there. What are your intentions? And then we've got the Page of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles. And I'm going to take that Seven of Pentacles with that card because I feel like your intentions, and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck there, your intentions towards this is you do feel like there is a strong bond, strong connection with this person. You know, with the Page of Wands and the Seven of Pens, I feel like you are going to reach out, maybe take action to find out more about what this person expects from you, and just to be clear on the expectations of the role that you'll play, or, you know, future actions, what the investment is all about. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is all about, you know, expecting to reap what you sow, really. So you maybe look, as I say, you could be an earth sign, quite grounded, so you want to know more about this. So just dipping your feet in and opening that conversation up, because I do feel like you intend to find out more about expectations, investment, with the Ace of Pentacles here and the Three of Swords with the Emperor. Okay, so you do intend to take some control over this situation. I do feel like you're considering, or you will be considering, just opening up a conversation about, finding out more about this situation and what it does mean. But you do see this person that you have a strong bond with this person. And interestingly, we've got the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. So again, that decision, movement. So let's have a look at what your potential future actions will be, okay? Towards this situation. Potential future actions, please, for the viewer. Hi, Mally. Potential future actions by the viewer, please, regarding this situation. We've got the Knight of Cups. Both of those cards wanted to come out. And we also have the Knight of Swords. So approaching this from a place, from a heartfelt place, but also keeping clear thought process, being careful of what you say, what you do. Viewers, potential future actions, please. Viewers, potential future actions, please. Oh, okay. Interesting. And then we've got the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles as well. So I think your future, for me, I think you are open and you are going to initiate some form of conversation to gain clarity about this. It may be that you need, I'm hearing, to express yourself clearly, so this person has a clear understanding of things from your perspective. Maybe you haven't done that yet, or maybe, you've done it and it's ended in confrontations. You both have the Five of Wands here. Interestingly, your person has it in their intentions and it's in the reverse. So they want to bring an end to any confrontations, any mixed communications, whereas you want to move things forward and, discuss these and take actions head on, is what I'm seeing with this card here with the Five of Wands on your side. But we do have the Fool. So I do feel that your person has some work to go through. And that is about really bringing their heads out of the clouds. I think they are just focusing on the end and not understanding that you really need to dot your I's and cross your T's. And that is very important to you. I feel like there is a need to be very clear and start that conversation about your expectations, what you're willing to invest in this situation, relationship, whatever situation this is. But you will do this from a place of love and you will put the work in here, I do believe. And I feel like you will be, once you've spoken your truth, had that conversation, that you will be reaching out to this person from, to rekindle. I feel you'll really look at this situation clearly and move forward and try, or attempt to move this situation forward from a place of unsettledness to, smoother waters, a better place to be, and to look at what it is that you really need to take this leap of faith with your person. But I feel like you will do this from a very loving, nurturing point. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really going to educate yourself because I feel like you do believe that what is meant to be will be. I do feel like you do, as I say, did see a future in this person. Maybe this has come around. For some of you, I'm feeling like you're in this situation. This is fairly new. So this is why you're not in contact. Maybe this person has come to you and just said that there's, you know, this change is happening and they want you to go, whatever you're doing, you're sat in some hurt at the moment and you are at cross, you're at a stalemate with this person. But I do feel like you are not going to let this situation go without speaking your truth as such, because you do feel that if you don't take that action, at least, that you may be in regret in the future, that this came to an end. But you are going to do that. I think you will defend your position. I do feel that you have healing to do, both you and your person. So Spirit does want you to look at what has triggered the emotion, because something's been triggered here for you to be in no contact. So one or both of you have become defensive, okay, and put you in this situation. And whoever you are, I feel like you need to look at what those triggers are, work through those triggers, really understand where you're coming from before you reach out and have this conversation. This person also, so you have this person wants to come, they don't want to be in this position. They want to come to a practical solution and they want to come in and heal this. And then we have you guys, and we can see that you do want to invest, you want to know more, you do see the deep and feel this connection with this person, but you're focused on what if this is a missed opportunity, and this person is focused on healing. So you're on the same page, is okay, but you're just looking at things from your own perspective at the moment. So maybe you both need to sit down and really talk about things from your own perspective here, so that there is you know, a clear understanding between the both of you. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and what I want to do next, where shall we go? So, there is a big glare. That may be, sorry guys, I can see that there's a big glare on this side, and I think that may be from the ring light that I've got trying to light up the area. So my apologies if you can't quite see those. Anyway, let's go with the cosmic insights and just see what else we need to know about this situation. At the bottom of the deck, we've got they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. And that narcissist, and like I say, I feel like it feels, you know, what I'm hearing is you may have experienced gaslighting in previous relationships. And so the way that this person is approaching you about this situation is setting off all kind of triggers. And maybe you need to explain that to this person, okay? So just tell me more about this current situation from, in general. Let's take a look. Any further information that we need to know about this current situation, please? I do feel like this person is willing to, we've got vacation, you will be travelling soon. I feel like this person is going to put in the work here, especially with the advice from Spirit about changing overnight. I just feel like with this person, they, you know, you don't know what you don't know, and I just feel like this person hasn't taken the time and had that realisation to look at things from your perspective. So you will be travelling soon. Anything else? One more round. It's interesting that we've got vacation and we've had journey, and health issues could arise. feel like that health card really is just dictated, you know, indicating what is going on at the moment. I feel like you are both feeling the loss of each other. But I feel like you're experiencing it very differently, because I feel like you are very much in an energy of really feeling the loss of this situation with the Four of Cups and Death, whereas your person is sat still with their head in the clouds as such, feeling like they've got it all figured out. And like I said, they may come in and create this tower, and where they feel that it is going to bring balance, it may leave you feeling a little bit out in the cold. And this is where communication has to be clear. Okay, you could be dealing with a water sign, or you could be a water sign. Okay, so we've got vacation, which we know you will be traveling soon. And health, we did take that, but we know that. I'm going to take some from the situation. Well, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put together my situation love deck and my messages of love deck, if I can find it. Where have I put it? Okay, messages of love oracle, and we are going to put them together and see what comes out about this situation. Okay, so let's just give them a good shuffle. Obviously the deck's a bit bigger, so bear with me, guys, okay? So what do we need to know about this situation? What do we need to know about this current situation? Please and thank you. Any messages of love or messages about this being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. I do feel like this is on your, I was going to say on your person's side, but then I stopped myself because I feel you're both doing some reflecting, and this time apart is bringing that clarity. Yeah, you're definitely in no contact. Absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. I feel like you're on the same page, guys. I really do. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception. So this person, or this could be you, collective. You could be, you know, watching them online, just keeping an eye on them. They are watching you, stalking, karmic relationship, resentments, triggers and perception, intensify, letting go, turmoil. I do feel like that is for you, collective. You've been in, I feel like that's where the triggers are for you. And I'm going to pop that up there because I do believe that that is for you. I feel like you're both watching each other, if I'm honest. Missing each other, gaining, you know, clarity on how you actually do feel and see this relationship. Again, I just keep hearing communication, communication. Communication is key here. Well, I mean, how many people break up, move away just because of lack of communication and clarity about how people are feeling, love, unconditional love. And I feel that is what you have for each other. And shock, sudden change, shocking news, transformation. I think that just really describes what we've just said all the way through the reading. Forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. Again, I feel like that is for you, collective. We have teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date, not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear. and I've just got drawn to move the card, so I would do that. I wish I could right my wrongs. Just one more to finish us off, please, Spirit. Okay, grounding, yes. We're going to take grounding. So I was just drawn to move the card, so that's what I am going to do, because what I'm hearing, collective, is the lack of confidence here is on your side. I feel like this person has triggered past wounds that you need to work through. I really want you to look, if this is your reading, I really want you to look at why this person's approach to this situation has brought in all those triggers for you, okay? Because I feel like this forgiveness is for you, that you're struggling to get over past hurts. Because forgive me, but I will just say what comes to me. I feel like this person is approaching it. I feel like this person has triggered you in their approach. And this is what's brought the stalemate. And this is what has caused an issue to this traveling, to this movement forward, okay? And by you really sitting with yourself, understanding why this has been triggered, and then communicating that to your person is going to bring around this change, this shift. I do feel like your person may already be looking at it from this point of view. And this is why their intention is to bring about this stability. But they are definitely going to be putting in the work. But I feel strongly for you guys, okay, that you need to really work on that self-worth. I feel like you've really been let down in the past. And this has sort of held you, and this is what's triggering you. Maybe you've been sold the dream before, and so, you know, this is what is putting you at a stalemate. That's bringing these triggers. Take it as it resonates. Remember, I'm just giving you examples. So take it as it resonates for you. You're very close to achieving your goal. Your hard work is paying off. We're going to get some final messages and then bring the reading to a close. And I want to get one of each card for you and your person. So, Spirit, can I have one final message for the viewer, please? One final message for the viewer. Bring love into the situation. And conclusions are within reach. Your commitment is being tested. Maybe you are very much in your Queen of Swords energy and you need to open your heart chakra. And remember, don't tarnish people or with, you know, if you are having those anxiety creep up, then you need to work through and do that inner healing so that you don't bring past emotions into your new relationship, okay? I'm sending you lots of love, light and peace. Can I have a card for the viewer's person? Can I have a card for the viewer's person, please? Card for the viewer's person. The answers you need are coming, and I do feel that is from the communication with you. So whatever communication you move forward with, and then middle of that, bottom of that deck, don't let your past hold you back. And I feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like your guidance today is to bring love into this situation. Love for yourself, so really sit with yourself, understand what's triggering, and approach this situation with love and understanding, and really express and communicate clearly what has triggered you and why you are feeling this way. And then leave that person with those answers to then go away and consider what they are doing. Bottom of this deck, we start with be humble and cool your emotions. I feel like this may have triggered you. So you may have had some form of argument, and that's why you're in, maybe you have just, you're not really in no contact. Maybe you're just not speaking right now. And I just heard, don't let your ego get in your way. Be humble. Clear your mind. So just be honest. It's okay that you've been hurt, and it's okay to get triggered. It happens to all of us. You know, the real lesson is that we work through it, we understand it, so that we can release and move forward. Give me one final card for the viewer, please. One final message for the viewer. Find balance, Libra energy. And a card for the viewer's person, please. Final message. Assess the situation, absolutely. And this is just really, and again, another message, know that you are loved. So you could have inner work to do around feeling worthy, feeling like that you, again, that is that not enough. You are loved. But this person is going to get the answers, and they are going to assess the situation. This person, I do feel, is going to come in. They are, as long as you find that balance and understanding, know that you're loved. Don't let past karmic relationships change your perception on what this is and bring resentment. You know, do things from a place of love. And I think that's why this bring love into this situation is do it from a place of love. You know, we can't change our past. And, you know, I know I've certainly been in many situations that have caused me a lot of hurt, emotionally, physically, mentally. But I really do, and I can only say it from my own perspective, guys, okay? I really do try my very, very best to live a life where I don't bring past issues into new situations. I heal myself, spend time with myself, ground myself, work through that inner healing, you know, try not to sit in the fear and the ego, and I try not to self-sabotage. I try and learn the lessons from every situation so that I know where I went wrong, what I could have done differently, etc. You know, so just really know that you are loved. You are loved by the divine. You are a divine being, okay? You deserve love, and love is coming to you, but you have to be open to it. And we can't let these, you know, you may have been done things in the past that you're not very proud of. Forgive yourself and work through it. But I'm going to leave the reading here. I do hope this helped. I'm sending you all lots of love, light and peace, and I'll see you in the next reading.